Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. I am TJ, and welcome to my first round in Season 1 of Formula 1 2018. I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers doing these series, and a lot of them, due to how much pre-race there can be, and all the practice sessions and everything else, you clip it up, only show you the best bits, because obviously that's what you really want to see. Thing is, I'm not the most brilliant person in the world. I never admit I am, or say that I am that good, but yet I like to race a bit. I hope I'm good. Sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm not. Well, like I say, I've watched other people who've been doing this. You've had Arava start at Haas. He's ended up doing 2 seasons with Haas, then he's been to Renault, he's been to Red Bull, he's been to Ferrari, he went to Mercedes. He's currently at Sauber. Tiamat Marduk, another one of the Veloce Esports boys. He's started at Sauber. He's gone to... I should know, I was watching it this morning. Yeah, he won the series, he won title with Sauber, second series, and he's then gone and changed teams. He didn't go Williams. I don't think he went Williams. No, I think he did go Williams. Yeah, he tried to restore Williams, which is like the last car on the grid. But then you've got the other Veloce boys who are also doing all of these, and what was it? Tom did McLaren. Eterno's done a 2019 Renault. But there's one team that of everyone that I've seen doing Formula 1 seasons, I haven't seen people use. Which I think is where we're going to start today. So, as you can see, I'm going to start a brand new one up, for a new career. And we're going to go with the Pink Panthers, displace Sergio Perez, and we're going to go to Force India. But obviously, in real life, they are not Force India anymore, they are Racing Point. So we are going to displace Sergio Perez, and we're going to go to Force India. So let's start it all up. Just realised I set it as racing, but hey. Little Brendan Lee. Obviously a female face, female character. Apparently Brendan Lee's probably the only one that actually looks slightly similar to me, except for no facial hair. But then that's his issue, not mine. So many awful choices in photos. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the female face, just for the fun of it. Female choosing helmet, giggity. I do apologise if you can hear in the background, I am a moderator on the TheGlitterFairy stream, so I have the stream on in the background. I'm just making sure everything's staying all hunky-dunky. Let's go for the Codemasters one. Change that up a bit. Let's go for a nice big... I always go for a purple helmet. Not that means anything to anybody. Well, I normally go for a purple helmet. I think this time I'm actually going to stick pink on him. Thing is, the pink is going to look more purple, which is a pain in the ass, so I'm going to go orange. No, I haven't finished with that. I need to change the base colours. You know, I spent too much time sometimes doing these. And that's that one, last one. Boom. Yeah, I'm good with that one for this one. Region. Well, I am from the UK. I should say I'm from the UK. But I don't feel like I want to be. So go for some really random location. All Maltese, it's not bad. Lebanon. If you have any thoughts yourself, let me know before I go any further. Say I'm Scottish, followed past David Coulthard. Could say I'm Mexican as well and then jump back in. Oh, Taiwanese, that could be an interesting shout. First Taiwanese Formula 1 racer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Taiwanese. Just really mix it up. It's a flag you don't see often, so. Actually, doesn't look Taiwanese, I can't really do that to her. I'm not gonna go New Zealand because that will wind up Danny Ricciardo. We want to keep Danny Rick at least on the good side. I'm gonna go Iceland. Driver number. Normally I go for 17 because 17 is my lucky number. But then, as the numbers do sit in, I should go for 71, and that's what I will do again. Because obviously I am 717, so I'll go for 71. Character name, the random female name that I use when I do so many different things. And the fact of, there is a voice note for the character name Rose. So that will be why I choose Rose. And the fact of it looks like Rosberg, so we can get away with it on that one. As you can tell, I've been through a few of these before. There it is, the audio note for Rose. There it is. So the Icelandic Sapphire Rose going to Force India. So this could be quite an interesting one. So here we go. Just going to turn that stream down in the background, apologise. Right then. So yeah, I've seen all the other esports guys. They've done Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, Renault, Haas, McLaren, Toro Rosso. That was the one that Tom started, was Toro Rosso. But no one's done Force India. So that is where we're going to start today. Oh, choose my teammate. Perez. Or the guy that has no seat in 2019, Esteban Ocon. My teammate will be Ocon, and let's turf Perez out, little git. Right then, so it's going to be short practice sessions, no formation lap, 25% race distance. Like I say, I'm not that good. When I did my first first Toro Rosso save, I did 85, and I was pulling that thing up miles from where it should be. So I'm not too bad, but I'm inconsistent. I'll put the flashbacks on, park fundamentals will stay, full sim, safety car. I probably should put that on strict just to really stress myself out. I'm going to turn the press interview time limit off because it's a pain in my ass. Let's make sure we get simulated on the carcass. And the one thing I hadn't stated before I do this, I'm normally racing in the automatic. But for the sake of lovely views... Ah, hello there, Ling. Thank you very much for coming over. Wow, there is some very much delay on this today, isn't there? I was going to say, I've got my laptop that's got the stream on, but it's come up on the stream, but not actually on the PlayStation yet, which is really weird. Okay, I've got the laptop on so I can see a message come through. That's really bad. It's not even pinged in yet. That's so strange. But yeah, as I say, I'm normally a automatic racer, but today I am going to be doing everything in manual, streaming everything, and I can't do ERS and change gears, so I will be moving automatic on. So that's all my settings that I'm going to, and let's fumble this all the way to the start of the new season. Just as it's all loading up. Well, that's 5 minutes ago.
Thanks for coming by. I'm sure you're very anxious to get out on track. It's taken a lot of effort to get to F1. Congratulations. But the real work starts now. This is...
Claire, motorsports journalist. Nice to meet you. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me throughout the season. So, you had a pretty impressive junior career. How are you feeling about your move into F1? Do you think you have what it takes?
Look at her face.
Let's save the questions for a proper interview, shall we? I'm sure you'll have a lot more to talk about once there's been some action on track.
Stress across her face then. It's like, leave him alone.
For free.
That works for me. I'll grab you the second you finish on the track.
Remember, the relationship you have with the team can be affected by what you say to the media. So be careful. Anyway, it's time to catch up with Carl. He's waiting for you in the data center. Good luck out there today.
And here we go. Data center for Force India.
Welcome to the data center. Here, we've got access to all kinds of information, including car telemetry, weather, lap times, tyre wear, the list goes on. Plus, we've got a direct link back to the factory, so we're in constant communication with the team there.
They're spying on us.
We need you to regularly feedback about areas of the car that are lacking and help
spying
us direct
on
our
us.
resources in the most productive way. More effort here equals a quicker car, so it's well worth the effort. Good luck this season. Oh, and make us all look good, okay?
Coming from an Aussie, I take that as a massive compliment, but hey ho. Oh, there's Esteban. Come and take his seats at the table.
Welcome to your new team.
Let's have a look
Force
around.
India have spent the last 10 years or so building themselves up from a backmarker to a very real force to be reckoned with. They're ambitious and resourceful, and they'll expect you to be the same.
What are you looking at, Esteban? Well, all seems all white. Not that it's a bad thing, but hey. Alright then, let's get back into the workstation. If you have already seen some of these before, you know what most of these messages are. So welcome to the message, tutorial about R&D, contract summary for what they plan for me to do, goal summary and updates, complete one clean race over in 2 weekends, that'll be fine as long as I don't crash into anyone. Tyre setup, 2 softs, 5 super softs and 6 ultras. I should be alright with those unless I start churning through them like a fat kid through cake.
Here you can see the pertinent details about your current contract. On one side are the objectives and bonuses that we've negotiated with the team. On the other is information regarding how you're perceived throughout the paddock, your reputation with the current team, and your overall value to them, which is a combination of these elements.
It's easy to let Emma say it sometimes.
Winning
Even
rivalries
though-
is a great way to earn respect from your team and around the paddock, which will help make it easier to negotiate favourable contracts. Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can
Yes, it
choose who to
is.
declare as your second. The
Yeah, but I
harder the
can't do that
rival
for
from
full
the eligible
races.
selection, the more respect you stand to gain or lose depending on the result.
You can't actually choose your first rival until your first contract update. So there's the R&D tree. We start with 1700 R&D points, which is quite nice to start with. As you can see on the vehicle comparison, technically in the 6th best car in the grid. So Renaults are better than us, Haas are better than us, McLaren and Toro Rosso are worse, and there's Williams dragging its heels at the bottom. That's the proper scale of the grid. So they're saying start of the game, since all the previous updates and patches and everything else, there is some quite considerable gap between the top 3 and then Renault. Toro Rosso are only just ahead of Sauber, and as you can see, Williams dragging their heels at the bottom. This is the first time I've actually looked at the R&D tree for Force India. But looking at the vehicle performance stats at the bottom there, the aero is poor. Obviously the powertrain is Mercedes, and it's still one of the most powerful engines on the grid. But that aero is shocking. Let's view the tree. Where are we going? Right then, so standard durability tree, gearbox, engine store, turbo, electrics, kinetic. So MGUK and MGUH. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stick an overall wear to come in for the next race, because that needs to be done. I know that loses 1,500 of our points, but it's something that needs to be done. So it's a major power upgrade straight away. Oh my days. So it's major, minor, major. So if I was to buy that upgrade, it would automatically put us as the best engine on the grid. That's pretty sketchy, I got to be honest. That is bad. And then you got another major one before the tree splits. Okay. Chassis upgrade, lighter energy fuel cells. See, on the chassis side we are not the best car, by no means. The only reason why Force India would probably do so well is purely because of the power from the engine. But second upgrade straight into a major overweight recovery. The wiring loom, minor. But as you saw at the beginning, the one that we are missing is aero. Look at that, we are down in 8th place. The only 2 cars that are worse than us on aero are Williams and Alpha. So, what are we looking at? Main front flaps. We always need, oh, and upper flaps as well. Right, so this is a 3-week upgrade, and it's not a guaranteed pass for the first upgrade available. So what we're going to have to do is decide which one's more important, front flap or back flap. I'm going to go front flap. But the thing is, it's not going to be here till Azerbaijan, and Azerbaijan is when my first contract's due, and which means I need to hit some R&Ds. But as you just saw there, which I didn't leave on the screen for long enough, there is a 37.5% chance of failure. So, to be honest, they've got 3 weeks to get the fucker done. So, if they can't get it done in 3 weeks, then there's issues. So yeah, that's going to be the first upgrade set and on the go. Here is obviously the power units, gearbox, tyre allocations. I actually forgot to change the tyre allocations before we started, but to be honest, they'll be fine. 3 sets of ultras, 1 set of supers. I'll try and qualify on the super softs anyway, because then we just have to do a simple 1-stop supers to ultras in the race, unless I get taken up by the computer, which is very much highly unlikely. So we're going to go straight to track for practice 1.
Welcome to Melbourne, where the practice session is about to start for this weekend's Australian Grand Prix.
If you guys actually want to hear all this, let me know, otherwise I will skip them.
To show their worth. Now then, Anthony Davidson, there's been a lot of talk over the last few
reigning
weeks about
Formula 1 world
track
champion,
limits.
Lewis Hamilton.
How much is too much when you're cutting corners and running wide? What are your
Crash
thoughts
machine,
on
Raymond
this?
Grosjean.
Do you think we'll be seeing drivers pushing
skip
those?
this.
Okay, bear with
Oh
us a
my
few
God.
minutes. We're losing hydraulic pressure. There's a leak somewhere in the system. Sit tight for a bit.
Great start. 3 minutes. Well, that means I'm stuck in the garage for a while then. I'm not going to skip it because it gives me a chance, obviously, if you've not seen this before and you're new to the Formula 1 games. These are all the objectives that you need to try and do along the course of a race. So, each practice session is 30 minutes. So don't worry, by the time I do practice 3, I won't be doing a lot of practice because I'll normally save the qualifying pace till Q3. So what I try to do is the track acclimatization. Shut
Let's
up,
get our
Jeff.
track acclimatization program complete. It'll help us identify any specific problem areas on the circuit.
I know, Jeff. I was just saying about that. It's almost like he reads my mind. Ass. Yeah, so you got track acclimatization where you have 3 laps. You have to go through those gates, make sure you're up to date with the track. Then you've got tyre wear management, fuel management, ERS, quality pace, race pace, and certain objectives that are set for you during the race. So, obviously, fastest sectors 1, 2 and 3 need to beat the average speed trap time and need to do a car setup or complete a lap with 2 different car setups. Ugh. That's a shame because I just like doing one car setup. So, I'm going to go back to one of the previous saves that I have.
Okay, let's update the setup.
Thank you, Jeff. So yeah, this is a Veloce Limitless car setup for around here, but I actually prefer Marduk's car setup for Australia. So I'll try this out in the Force India. If I don't like it, I'll go back to Marduk's. So he's got Limitless has 5/8 wings, 65 100s.
There's only a few cars out on
For
track.
the suspension
Consider
geometry,
getting out
it's
there.
either camel to the right or toe to the left, or vice versa. It's very little placements where there's actually anything different. Suspensions 3.3, 7.11, 3.4. Brakes 89.52. Tyres 23.8 and 21.1. With a 8 ballast. So yep, that's all that set up and ready. No one's out on the track at all, so there's no one to watch. We've got 58 seconds. Oh no, so like Mr. Ericsson is out on his first lap. He looks so unhappy in that photo. He looks like a young Nico Rosberg actually, to be fair. 43 seconds. Right, let's come out of that. Skip the remaining repair time for that little bit. There we go, so that's been 26 minutes left in this practice session. We need to go out and do some acclimatization. So here we go. First time driving
Okay,
the
let's talk
racing
about this
point.
track.
Oh,
Albert
shut
Park has
up,
a lot
Jeff.
of tricky high-speed corners.
Shut up,
Turn
Jeff.
1 is a good
Oh god, I've got manual as well, haven't I? All the constant beeping that you guys will hear
Approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation
is
point.
oh, cut the corner there. Slow down far too much through that corner. too much concentration sometimes. It's not bad starting that. Oh. Oh, I missed that gate.
Good work. You seem
Danny
to have a
Oakmore
solid
wants to
handle on the
play
ramp.
four.
Let's try and perfect each turn. Remember that chaining good corners together will give you a consistency bonus.
I'll click that L3 then. Oh, to be honest, the Force is actually quite a nice drive. Part 15.
Great stuff. You've pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
You can not go around there in 5th gear. That's horrible. Hey British. Hope you're okay, fella. Happy New Year. I do apologise, there seems to be technical issues with my on-screen display and I've only got it on through the laptop. So I've only just seen your message.
Program complete and a job well done. We got...
Alright, jump back to the garage since I got that practice done. Hope you're okay, mate. You haven't been there too long. About 4 minutes ago. Right, I'm just gonna see if I can take off. Just try and do some settings. Apologies. Yeah, so I've got everything sat in place. Moving out? Oh, why are you moving house with Princess, you? Fat shot, dude. Yeah, well, message seemed to be going wrong through that one, so... I'm still looking through some settings. Bear with me a sec, guys. Oh yeah, I suspect you have got a lot of packing to do. But I guess that means you get to have your own little man cave then, doesn't it? Or not? And we're back in game. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to see if I can get those messages to pop on the right hand side, but they really just don't want to come up today. So I'll try and get that fixed ready for the next one.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 28.1.
No man cave. Ah, that's brutal. I will let her have half of the front room, you have the other half, and try and get a little decent setup up on there for you. Right, let's have a look at those times. It's 1:28.1. That's a really bad lap time, I've got to be honest, even for Mike Saints. The thing is, if I go and put it straight into automatic, it will be considerably better. But I want to get better at doing manual gears. I need to pay way more attention, which is why I'm doing this. And you guys can also watch me fail horribly. I like to torture myself, and why not do it in the perfect essence of in front of everybody. Okay, so time to do a tyre management program. I've got 3 sets of tyres or super softs for this race. This time I don't have to be driving through gates, it's purely down to the ability of how well I can manage the tyres.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Oh my god, I've overcooked that one already. That's a great start, and I've got to change gears. Oh. And I've changed gear too quickly in 7th then. Yeah, you've got to try and get a decent setup, British, of course. If it's something you want to carry on doing, it's something you need to do. There's only so much you can broadcast off your PC or straight from PlayStation. Oh my god, that's a horrible corner. Ah, I've gone wide. It's the wall, it's in the wall, it's in the wall! I just took out Gasly. Sorry, yeah. Oh, I have just taken out Gasly. Gasly has died. That's my first to take out of the season. Oh god, I've got no front tyre grip. Yeah, let's return to the garage. They can repair the front wing and try and drag Gasly's car back to the grid. But yeah, it's first take out eliminations. Yeah, I know I was determined to try and do this in manual. I can't do it. I might be able to do it over time on other tracks, but I can't do manual. I'm horrible. It's a bit easier on Gran Turismo to do manual, but because the car speed's not as quick. If you got wheel and you got a decent on paddle, it's not too bad, but I'm not good enough. We'll leave that for 30 seconds whilst I just check on Baron's stream. Hi to the 4 people that are watching. I know one of them is me because I need my stream up, because as you can unfortunately see on the right hand side, I'm not actually getting the messages appear up on the right hand side today. Not a lot I can do there though. Oh my god, Baron's running a bunch of noob squads. Everyone's in OG skins. Oh dear. Oh, we can actually go back out racing now. Sweet. Right then, you saw me a second ago. I did a pitiful 1:28.1 on my first practice session in manual. To be fair, Ocon hasn't actually set a time yet. He should be out on track. Yeah, he is. Just quicker in sector 1. He's at second quicker in sector 2. So yeah, there's me sat bottom. So what I'm going to do is jump onto the tyre wear one. I'm going to restart it. I'm going to go back to the burnt set of tyres, and I'm just going to smash it up. Hey Erling, hope you're doing okay, mate. I'm now aware that my game is being annoying, or these PlayStations playing up. That's probably why Baron's having issues with lag. But yeah, I'm paying more attention to the laptop now, so tyre wear means I can concentrate purely on my lines. I don't have to worry about my gearings. Yeah, I've not been too bad, thank you dude, not too bad. We were supposed to have been streaming yesterday with Baron on Gran Turismo, but of course he had a late one in work, so we're now doing it Monday. So I will be streaming Gran Turismo with Baron open lobbies on Monday. Which is a shame because I sat there for I sat there for an hour and a half waiting for him and he didn't even tweet out that he wasn't coming on. I was a little annoyed, but you don't know that. Target lap time I'm not actually on time for. What have they got me set up for? Or is it just this? Yeah, it wasn't ideal. But then, when you're working with a diva like Baron, there's only so much you can do, isn't there? Oh, I've got perfect tyre wear, that's a good start.
Okay, test.
Low tyre wear, brilliant. That makes things a lot easier. Means they'll give me a custom setup when I do it later. Lol. Just laughing at Baron's stream. State flower, oh dear. Right then, so yeah, that's my time management done. And what I didn't actually see what my lap time was.
So far is a 1:27.6.
1:27.6. Ocon did a 1:26.7. Yeah, I had noticed, but British, you don't pop in as often as you used to. Wow, 1:27.6. That's horrendous. That's got to be the setup. I'm going to switch setups. Alright, let's load up Ben's setup. I'll just give you a quick flick through. It's 5.7 wings, 95.75. That's what I was on about with the cambers. It's a complete switch on camber. 8.4, 8.675, brake 75.55, 23.4, 21.5 with 8 ballast. I'm going to try and smash the fuel one. Get that done. Could be the fact that I've trashed the tyres, but you never know. Not normally up this early. Yeah, I know, Baron's always the same when it comes to streams. I'm going to be streaming Formula 1 a lot more now. Like I say, I'll let Jeff talk.
And coast through corner entry to save as much as you can while keeping under the minimum lap time.
Thanks, Jeff. I can get him to shut up, but he's still teaching anyone there. I love this car setup. I don't know what it is. I know that was a horrible corner. Nice and wide out of that one, I got the best angle. Oh, and he's bottled it. Oh, I've got 3 laps to do it. Hold on, Lang, I'll just catch your message in a second as I come up out of here. You're still on winter break? Oh yeah, I suspect so, because I know most of the UK kids will go back beginning of the week, I don't know. Wow, where's the time gone? counter steer in the corner. Well, that's going to mean me P19. Ugh. I'll see you back in on Monday then. Can't be asked for some people in the stream, British. Any particular Gary's names that come to Gary's mind? Gary.
Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F1 action soon.
Oh, see, before I started this, I stuck it on. If you were hit, I did pop it on 100%, or 100 out of 110 difficulty. That's why I'm sat at 126. I just realised that Kevin Magnussen in the Haas has gone and stuck a 124 1 in for practice. Didn't notice that. That's outrageous. And on super softs. That isn't the fastest time or the fastest tyre, but that's still 0.8 quicker than his teammate. So, hey look, terminal damage for Pierre Gasly caused by me. Love it. The thing is, everyone asks you for glitter link, but the thing is, because Wombo broke you, you can't give glitter out. Yeah, and I had noticed, being a Fortnite stream, it has been very young heavy, I think is the correct term to use. Alright, let's load up for day 2. Well, end of session 1.
Out here today. What do you think went wrong?
You're talking to me?
Will your team have your reliability problems fixed by qualifying?
Reliability? Oh yeah, of course, I had an issue at the beginning of the session, didn't I? If they don't, there'll be trouble. Don't really want to say that the first interview I'm doing, so let's really hope so. As the durability.
It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula 1. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, that's fair enough, British. Thing is, with D2, I've completely lost love for the game completely. To be honest, I don't even know why it's still on my hard drive. I think it's purely because the fact if I did say that F Baron did a 1v1 day or a private lobbies on PvP, that I would come over and play. But to be honest, that'll probably be the last time I play it. I've only been playing Forsaken thanks to Mr. Hooded, because we've been on a game share. So he bought Forsaken and I've been playing with him. But I'm not even enjoying it. Bungie have completely screwed the game over, in my personal opinion, but there's not a lot you can do. So I better go back to this question, otherwise Claire's going to be sat there. I had turned off how long, so I can make her sit here for a while. Gotta go for the smart ass answer if it's not
so how are
the
you
end of the
finding
journey,
things
it's
at
the
the
beginning.
team? Are you settling in?
Relying on them to guide me.
What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula 1, or do you see something more?
Sponsorship answer. It's how they prefer me in the team.
Great! Well, that's everything.
Can't be bothered to read them all out for you, sorry guys. But then, I left them on screen for long enough because I'm not a particularly quick reader. But yeah, then the D2 streams, like I say, I just don't like the game. To be honest, I've started on the odd occasion, I do stick a dislike on a D2 stream. Because I just do not like it. It's most of the time when I wake up and he's literally just doing Gambit, Crucible. It's not even like he's trying to do raid carries anymore, because he's proving. And that British, yeah. But see, that's the thing, is Bungie screwed D2. D1 was great. They tried. The thing that mainly annoyed me more when D2 came out was they stated that D2 was supposed to be a standalone game. It wasn't supposed to have any continuation or carry on, or not continuation or carry on, but it was supposed to purely be a different game from D1. But they fucked it up that badly. They've had to bring stuff from D1 in just to make the old players happy. And if you're trying to bring back old stuff for new players happy, then there's no point in carrying on. And don't get me wrong, for Forsaken's done brilliantly purely because of quote unquote they killed Cade, or they wrote Cade off for a year, though they'll probably bring Cade 8 back later because he is a robot, though his light has been died. But I somehow still think they're going to bring him back because they're just scabby gits. But I will not be getting I'm not touching any more Destiny. To be honest, they've already started working on Destiny 3 and they've still got like 18 months of D2 left. So to be perfectly honest, I really think they've screwed this up. I'd done the Whisper myself. Well, actually Gary and Tofi carried me for that one, as they continuously had done. I know roughly my way around. Yeah, they are dropping Anthems, so I'm pretty sure I'm correct with that one, but the problem I find is I haven't heard a lot that came back on how the Anthem played. All I heard was from Random, because I think he's the only one from Brown's stream that's played it. But there were so many issues, and especially the fact of it's EA. Thing is, for me, I used to like EA a lot back in the early days when, to be honest, I was still playing FIFA. I've still got a lot of time for like Command and Conquer on laptops, PCs, that sort of thing, because Command and Conquer is still one of the best EA games that I think they've ever created, and no one can either get around it that way. But all the microtransactions that came out with Division and everything else, and all the other EA stuff that's been done, they really are working against themselves now. They've gone and stuck up this really high wall, and it's so hard for them to get around EA personally. I know it's my own views, but it is as it is. Let's go back up in the and day 2. You're gonna get rid of his face cam? Yeah, I don't blame you. To be honest, I don't like the new layout where he's put his camera. You see too much of his room, so he's got no green screen there anymore. Haha. Right, I'm gonna have to go back in and do the fuel setup again, because I didn't get time to complete it on the last one. Unfortunately, the chat box I've got on the laptop, I can't make any bigger. If I can pop it out, I will do. Oh, I can do. Sweet.
I know it's tempting to focus entirely
Shut
on the
up,
race,
Jeff.
but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
Right then, let's go back on the live chat. I want to make it bigger. Right then, let's start my fuel management. See if I can actually do a better job as I did on it in the last one, because that was pretty poor. So like I say, when I was running on 85%, I thought I was reasonably quick in my Charlie Rosco. I'm in a better car with better horsepower, and yet I'm not actually that much quicker. I'm still scrapping down with the bottoms. The thing is, my race car's a bit better than my actual car, so... I don't mind playing Independent Panthers for a season. I just try not to get fired. I am with Force India. I have taken the seat of Sergio Perez. I have Esteban Ocon as my teammate. I'm trying to be more consistent through the corners, but it's just not happening. Yeah, best of the rest team. Well, as I said at the beginning of the stream, before no one turned up, was I was watching a lot of like the esports, Veloce esports guys doing a lot of stuff, And oh, I've just realised I haven't plugged my laptop in. Hee. Excuse me 2 seconds. Set everything up and I forgot to put the power cable in. Love it. There we go. I have power back. He's flipped his cam to the other side. What's he doing? Well, you got rid of it. Yeah, you did put... luckily I paused in the straight. Yeah, as I was saying before, my laptop rudely left me that message. I've watched a lot of esports races and that sort of thing, and as well as doing a lot of Gran Turismo with some other guys and that, and no one's done a Force India career that's been put up on YouTube. So I quite like a lot of Toro Rosso. I love the colour scheme, the livery's amazing. But like I say, there's just not been any Toro Rosso. So I thought, right, I haven't seen what the R&D tree's like. The car can't necessarily be that bad. But unfortunately, as I went through the R&D tree at the beginning of the stream, yeah, it is. The aero is horrible on this car. The aero is what lets this car down. The Mercedes have the best engine on the grid, so that benefits me in a straight line. But the aero on this car is absolutely diabolical. It's the third worst aero on the grid. So yeah, it's not ideal. Don't ball in the wall.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Well, that's just screwed that practice session out the window. Oh wait, I have flashbacks. Didn't see nothing there, boys. Didn't see nothing there. I did not just stick it in a wall. There it is, first overtake of the season, even if it is on Lance Stroll. I would like to say one of many overtakes of the season, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. Hook back. Unfortunately, I'm 4/10 down on the target lap time that they need me to be.
You weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
This is where I'd end up getting bitten by having it on 100% difficulty. I have one lap of concentration, boys, so I'll be back in a minute. I am here, obviously, but I want to try and get this. I need these R&D points for this car. Power slide in the corner. Oh, sorry, 1/100. Oh, Stroll, can you knob off? Oh, it exceeded track limits, which not means it's invalidated the lap, which means I'm not going to pass it. That was not even an overtake. That was not even a corner cut. That was lovely. The thing is, because I put it on strict corner cutting, obviously, is why I can't cut it as much as I used to. I'm going to complete the lap. Just to see how comparative I am. 126. Right, so that means I have really poor fuel in the race, which is not good at all. But hey, that's something I'm going to have to go with. You timed out, Gary. Well done. Have you just noticed the command for you then, have you?
So far our fastest lap is a 1:27.
Right, so I failed the fuel. We've got 20 minutes left. No, thank you. Failed the fuel. To apologise, that was my father. Yeah, no, tell me about it. Right, I'm gonna have to try and do some ERS. I am a little bit behind on the R&D trees for this one, unfortunately. But there's not much I can do. To be honest, when it comes to new members and new people in
this program, we're
in chat, you can pretty much just abuse them. It's like Alpha. I just love Alpha. Alpha scared me. It's great.
The ERS deployment settings can be adjusted
Like Dad's
on the
catfish.
MSC.
I'm currently set in 11th. I'm ahead of Leclerc. How am I ahead of Leclerc? Remember Jean behind me. How is it that when I'm doing the fuel save, I'm under target time? I'm doing the ERS and I have bad ERS usage, but yeah, I'm half a second up on their target time. I fucked that last corner up. Sneaking for the green.
Okay, good pace on that lap, and
Sorry,
energy
everyone.
management is looking A-OK.
Not supposed to brake checking on the line, but it happened. To be honest, Ling, I like the Fortnite streams, but then I think that's more to the fact of I'm involved. If I'm involved in the stream, I like it more, which I understand why doing it with subs. But to be fair, Baron's put up that he's doing it with subs, and I think it was when I came in at 8:30 UK time, which was an hour and a half ago, when I woke up. He was doing it with Lava Squad. So I'm miles down. I'm a second down on this lap. It really annoys me going through these practice sessions, because this is ERS usage and deployment, but you can't actually change it from medium. It's permanently on medium. Yeah.
That lap was too slow. You need
Oh, I
to
know
find
it's
more
too slow. You
speed.
don't need to tell me
Make
that
sure
one.
to properly utilise your ERS modes.
Utilise the ERS modes. I can't. Oh, I can change them. Whoops. I must have changed it. I was going to say last time you weren't allowed to do the change your ERS modes. Power slide. Apologies guys, I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. I need to take a break. Hold on. I am back, even though I'm all on my own. I do apologise, guys. I had an unfortunate phone call from 3. But I am back. I'm still 5 tenths down, 6 tenths down. Hey, British. How's GTA 5 going anyway? Or have you just laid off that at the moment, or you're just not streaming it? So I know there's been like numerous updates again, as per usual, isn't there? So well, I got the good ERS. I spooned that one in at the end, so it's not too bad.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:26.2.
1:26.2. So that was quicker than the last time. But that was in the 1:23.5s. I'm ahead of Ocon. That doesn't make me feel too bad, but that was an Ultra Softs. Oh, Ocon, what are you like? Have you just stopped streaming again, have you? Because I know you were. I did see that you were trying to sort it out or sort something out. Because you did that. I wasn't gonna say like. Just maybe that's what you should do, is you just stream your carries. Yeah, because I know you obviously you've got a fair few subs now, haven't you? And cause you did that the sub swap thing, didn't you? Quite early on. Say, literally, if you sub them, they sub you, and it boosts you up that way. But somehow I feel that's pretty much what Baron's done, because he sat there with like 4,500 subs, and he just doesn't have the views. But then you've got Charlie Rosco that does Gran Turismo. He's sat at 10,000. He's sat at 2,500 subs, but he's always getting people in. Charlie's always got people watching, so he's normally about 50 about. So yeah, it's a decent 50. Right, let's get this race strategy done. I'm going to do
10
it on
minutes of the session remaining.
Ultra
10
Softs.
minutes.
So I want to try and burn a set of tyres out. I've got Ben's set up on TR Met Marduk, but it's still not getting the hang of it on this car. Alright, and we're off.
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm the same with that one then. Oh yeah, of course you did say that you were having issues, didn't you, on Discord, that you were having issues with YouTube blacklisting you. Maybe you should try twitching then, dude, if that is the case. Thing is though, for you to be blacklisted, people must be reporting you. Is the only thing I can think of. Is if you're getting blacklisted, you must be getting reported, which is ridiculous in itself. But yeah, try Twitch then, dude. Or if you can, do Simcast. Like I suggested to you, Simcast across the pair of them. Then obviously, if you keep getting strikes on YouTube, then just carry it over on Twitch. You do swear quite often though, dude. I will be honest. Yeah, just try jumping on the Twitch then, dude. If that is the case, if YouTube are getting bad and you don't really want to keep it PG, then switch over, hit up on Twitch, it's a lot easier for getting subs on Twitch, isn't it? Because of the way that Prime works. For what the others said, so. No, you probably don't swear as much as you probably used to. But the thing is, it's like, I know sometimes we get you in party and we'll do it on purpose to antagonise you. To make you swear. Except for that one stream when you actually didn't swear, that entire raid one. That was funny. I gotta be honest, me and Hood are the worst two people for swearing in Power and Stream. If us two are in party, we just swear like troopers. And I'm surprised the Baron hasn't been struck before because of that.
That map was no good. We need you to improve on that.
I'm gonna have to smash into that from rich fuel because I'm not quick enough without it. To be honest, Ling, Mr. Hooded has an intolerance to idiots, but there are other people he dislikes more. ERS usage is so low. How was I having ERS problems earlier? Stick in a hot lap.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
To be honest, British, I wouldn't worry about Gary's a turd. He's a nice enough lad, but he's still a turd. Come on, Stoffel. Down the inside of Stoffel, trail brake all the way through, hold him out wide. And that's how that's done. Why is Lewis Hamilton in 13th place? That's horrible. I've just broken that lap. The thing is that, Loling, is that's a shot at the streamer, which is why you were timed out. If I was there and I was there, I would have timed you out for that. Because at the end of the day, it's one of the stream rules. You be nice to the streamer. You took a shot. Don't get me wrong, he's not ideal. But the thing is, he's very much user interactive. So if you come into a stream, he'll come and talk to you. He's actually having a conversation with you. He's breaking down the thing of, if you say watch like a lot of the other ones, they might not necessarily pick up certain people unless you've subbed to them or you're paying them. I.e. probably like Ninja probably only does so much, whereas you're being with these low streamers like myself, Hooded when he streams, Baron and that sort of thing. Yeah, and that one helps as well, British. Make sure you're a mod before you start BSing people. But yeah, the thing is, it's like the lower fan bases, that is what will build you up, is your communication with your stream, with your viewers. It's just like, if I can eventually get up to 100 and maybe I can get recognised by some of the Veloces, or possibly if I can get better enough I can join maybe one of the maybe Irie's racing team or something like that, or join one of Charlie's squads if he sets something up. That would be more benefit for me. But the thing is, I race for the sake because I like to race. I was always been a racer. I will turn that game sound down in a minute unless that's just really loud in my ear. I've only got my headset on half power. I've still lost that time again. I'm never talk to the Baron. But then that's amazing English there, Ling. I'm never... Oh yeah, we know you did British. How many people are even watching Baron at the moment? 16 people. Right, I just managed to hold that corner, so I'm going pounding that 3 before it runs out.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Need to make this a good lap time. Got 3 minutes left. And smack 2 decent times in. Got rich and hot lap. I have to... Ah! Thing is, Ling, I will be honest with you, dude, okay? You do have a touch of an attention seek with some of the messages that you put in. You seem to always be a bit wanting, so it would seem you're just looking to be spoken to or to talk. Obviously, these moments like this, when it's just literally me, you British in here, I'll happily talk to anybody. I have no issues with people. I'll talk because, funny enough, I like to talk, which is probably why I get on well being a streamer. But then there's moments where you were saying, it's like, oh, you were having a bad day. It was almost like you wanted him to have this conversation with him, of like, oh, how you are and that sort of thing, and like the communication with a streamer or with someone that you weren't necessarily getting. But where Baron's constantly playing, it's difficult. Saying that, as I'm proving at the moment, I can't fucking talk and drive. I don't really know what female streamer was. Wow, slow out that corner. Two tenths out that corner, that's horrible. I'm not trying to be mean at all, Ling, but that's just from what I'd seen. Ah, not enough ears.
Okay, you weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
I have 1 lap to get this right. I need to get this lap inside time. Just got enough fuel. Sorry then, I will just message you in a second. Half a second up. $126 flat. I'll have that on toast. But yeah, I'm still not quicker than Lewis. That's a nightmare. Return to the garage. I'm just saying this as I say it, mate. I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm not trying to be cruel. But there, for the times when I've been in and I haven't been playing, you seem to have been very.
That's it for practice then. We'll see you again soon.
Needy. Unfortunately, mate. Esteban Ocon on 124.9. Oh, I'm so not getting out of that fucking getting in the Q3. Let's close the notifications off my phone. And then you haven't got that Mason D account in Baron stream, have you? Alright then, 126 flat. I'm actually quite disappointed with that. And there's me for exceeding track limits. Is Gary still in the stream or still playing on Baron? Does anything even go up? 585. Have I got enough to upgrade? I can get the first one on ERS on that one, so. Dear me. Right then, so that's one update there, got one update there, one update up the top. Now if I can somehow manage to get 1,000 resource points by the end of the rest of this weekend, then we can go from there. My expected qualifying position is 12th. I think I only finished 4th in that practice session, didn't I? Oh, this isn't going to go well. Alright then, let's see what I can do. Right then, so I only got green qualifying program. This will be the last one that I do for qualifying or practice, and I'll leave it at that. And then I'll jump straight into actual qualifying, and then we'll do the race. Technically, British, I already have a mod. You wouldn't know it, but I do.
Don't worry about tyres, just give
And
it
it's not a
everything.
surprise,
In this test, we
because
will
it's so
make
good.
sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
Hooded's my hidden mod. I do have Nightbot in there somewhere. Oh my god, that's a horrible start. Yeah, Hooded's my mod. Oh my god. This is why I wanted to stream this. Because all the other people that stream Formula 1, you do not see how much they screw it up. I'm just here proving that I'm a simple man that's talking too much and can't take the first corner in Australia properly. In my Force India, my Racing Point Force India, on my PlayStation, which doesn't want to give me my comments. I'm having to read them off my laptop. Oh my god, oversteer. Does not like me putting my foot down on that corner. Alright, carry on round. Find my brake marker. Ride the curb. Invalid time again. Oh my days. Not my morning. This Force India just does not want to give me what I want today. There we go. Properly taking the corner. Slight let off on that corner, otherwise I would have stuck it in the wall. Hello to everyone that is out there watching me screw this and butcher this lap time up. I'm not even going to make the qualifying time unless I change my ERS deployment on the last corner. He's bodged it. Ah, he's just gone stuck it in the wall. That's what happens when you're changing settings whilst you're driving up the corner. So might make this and might not. No, I'm still slow up.
We're down
I've gone
target
fast.
times. Let's try to find a bit more.
Oh my days. Yeah, I know. I'm having a really bad morning today. I was missing the DRS. No, it's out on track yet. Let's have a warm up. I know it's in court practice then. Let's warm these tyres up. Pretend it's a formation lap. Save up my ERS. Save it all up. Let's go for a big dive bomb. Let's build it all up. Haven't quite got my ERS yet. You want me to bin it, Adman, and I'm not surprised by that in the slightest. You would love it if I bin it. Right, here we go. Let's give it everything. Good morning, dude. I hope you're okay. How was work over the weekend?
This is the final lap of the program.
just held it. So I stuck it in the wall. How is that exceeding track limits? That's bullshit.
We haven't hit our program target.
I know we didn't hit the program target. Turd. Christ's sake, Jeff, you're not supposed to support me, you're not supposed to put me down. Estimated best lap between a 124.3 and a 124.8. Estimated pole was supposed to be 123.4, and I did a 125.4. Oops. Exactly, man. I failed. Story of my life.
So far, our
Problem
fastest
is,
lap is
I
a
think I've
1
trashed
minute
those tyres.
25.4.
24% wear on them already, and I've got 15% wear on my super softs. That's not. How have I got 15% on my super softs? I got 15% on all my super softs. Ah, that's not good. Thing is, I won't be able to get the time on that at all. Well, I'm ahead of Hartley. I'm ahead of Alonso. I'm ahead of Alonso. Williams a second. K-Mag in that Haas has got some sort of NOS in there somewhere that's not ERS. There's Gazzy doing 28. Thing is, I'm quickest in Sector 1. Until the big boys come out, I'm quickest in Sector 1 so far. But I suck in Sector 2 and I suck in Sector 3. K-Mag's almost a second quicker than me in Sector 3. That's horrendous. Alright, let's fast forward the time, because I don't have any suitable tyres to carry on. There we go, Lewis Hamilton, quickest in Sector 1. Oh no, sorry, I'm still quickest in Sector 1. Me in my in my Force India. So I keep saying Toro Rosso because that's what my first season was. I can't say that anymore. Vettel's quicker than me in Sector 1, but Valtteri's quicker than me in Sector 1, Kimi's quicker than me in Sector 1. I'm the only non-top 4 car that's quickest in Sector 1. Or quick in Sector 1. Hat Lewis isn't quicker than me. Lol.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top 3 again are Raikkonen,
Well, that's
Bottas,
pretty good. I'm
and
happy with that.
Sebastian Vettel. Thank you for joining us.
If
for
I
free
can be
practice
10th
today. We'll
at
be
the
back
end
with
of
more Formula
qualifying,
1 action very shortly.
with the increased power modes, I'll be happy. Well guys, if you are there and you are enjoying my butchering of a half decent game, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button for me, I'd be very much appreciative. But hey, I'm not going to force you to. If you like it, like it. If you don't, dislike it. All your comments are very much appreciative. Yeah, speed up. Right then. Oh, we got a message. Got 4 messages. Objective for testing the car is decent pace, but I expect us to be somewhere in the middle of the field. Over the course of the season, I want us to be better than the rest, and even starting to challenge the front runners. If you give me some more R&D points, I might be able to do it. That's all those down there. I've only got 145 R&D, so let's get to qualifying. I'm not going to put you through Crofty's
Welcome to Melbourne. We're qualifying for
jibber jabber. Right then, let's go. I think I'm still running Ben's setup, aren't I? So let's have a look. Yeah, I am running Ben's setup. I want to test this and switch the cambers over and the toes and see if it actually makes a difference. I'm going to leave everything else the same. Just going to flip the camber and the toe. Right, let's go to track. Yes, park family regulations, so I can't change them back once I go out. Let's see what I can't do. Let's find the actual pace of this car, shall we? Nice little corner cut to start with. And we're off. Lost the 10th there. If you're going to do it properly. Charles Leclerc, 124.7. Kimi, 122.5. Ow. 122.5, that's burning. Absolute blistering, especially since the fact of they thought qualifying pole position time was going to be a 123. Didn't get the DRS on in time. 123.9, that is my quickest time all weekend. Vettel 121.9. Valtteri, get out the way. There you go, Emma. Does that count as a binnet or not? If you're still there. Yeah, thanks Valtteri, now you move. Alright, so first time on 24s, I'm hoping to... I'd like to improve, and it's half 10th up. Changing the cambers and the toes has made such a difference. It's so nice to drive. Oh wow, I'm so out of that corner. I know. Well, I've jumped Gasly. I'll take that. Alright, let's check the session. I ain't gonna be able to do a lot, because otherwise I'm gonna end up blowing tyres. I do have another set. Vettel, that 121.9 is just an absolute nightmare, that. Ocon 123.4 in the same car as me. Just behind him in sector 2.
If you want to know specific information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you want over the radio. Press and hold the radio button to activate the system. And you can either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen that will appear on the multifunction display.
Shut up, Jeff.
While the radio is active, cycle through command groups with the MFD button.
Jeff sucks. K-Mag 123.6 just ahead of me. 2 1,000ths quicker than me in the last sector. Really? Well, to be fair, he's quite quick on sector 1. Well, to be fair, my fastest was a 125, was a 27.9 in Q3. I did 27.5. That's a 10th off of Ocon. If I can get to a 27.5 like Kimi's speed, I wouldn't be too bad. Right, speed this up. watch me tumble. Stoffel's not in the 124s. Oh, hello. 123.6. Gasly's slowed. I've dropped. I've sped up too much. Have I been kicked out? No, I've made it.
But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves.
Oh, I've got something short quali.
Who are Hamilton, Vettel, and Kimi Räikkönen.
Hold on, I thought I had it on full quali.
But we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again.
I swear I had it on full quali.
Tomorrow.
Oh, that means I'm starting 13th. Oh, that sucks. Oh, wounded. It's come off as short quali. I swear I put that on full quali earlier. Oh no, it had it on one shot quali and I put it on short. Rubbish. Well, that's just bodged that one up. I need to make sure I change that one after the race. Oh, that's wounding. So yeah, there's the proof. I have it on 100 AI, which is why I'm not particularly quick. If I stick it on 85, I'm a lot quicker. I look a lot quicker than I am. Oh, that's annoying. So I'm going to be 8th on the grid, 13th on the grid. That is not really what I want it to be. I want it to be... To be honest, 13th I'm not too bad about that, but that means I had all the tyres and I could have easily gone for like another 3 sets of tyres. And it's literally just gone lap after lap after lap. That's a bit annoying.
Obviously, I expected a better session, but these things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
Well, if I actually realised what settings I had it on, I would have gone back out again. And I probably would have failed, but that's beside the point. I'll say everyone's seen my driving today, it's not been the best in the world. I wouldn't even borderline class myself as best in the world. But then, saying that I'm quicker than Baron, but that still don't mean nothing. Right then, let's go to the Melbourne Grand Prix. This is going to be fun. Not! Oh, dear me. Sorry, it's like giggled. I was just having a look at one of Arrow's tweets.
New drivers, new cars, and a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that hosts the first round of a 21-race championship, taking us from here in Melbourne, Australia, across the globe before we eventually reach the season finale at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi.
Cheers, Crofty.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking
Look at the
down
mugshots, they're
the grid,
horrendous.
we have Räikkönen.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't really want to drag it all the way down to the
be wary
bottom.
of the cars ahead braking suddenly into one. We could ruin our race if we hit them. Good luck.
Thank you, Jeff. And to be honest, this is going to do me work out quite well. Yes, race strategy introduction, strategies are available, plus projection, I'll leave that there for you to read it if you really want to. Or let's push pause. Okay, so the game is saying... Hold on, let's have a look and toggle these. Because they're saying my projection, because of my tyre wear on the Ultra Softs, I can actually... Instead of pitting on lap 6, I can go to lap 7, because apparently I'm better on my tyres. I will only be doing a 1-stop, but let's actually see, because I can't remember what tyres. So we've got Ultra Soft, Super Soft, and Standard Softs, so that's obviously purple, red, yellow. They're saying pitting on lap 7's the safest idea, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to switch these round. I'm going to go take the Super Softs to about lap 10 and switch to the Ultras to go the rest of the race. Right, so if I go Super Softs to lap 8, it's only 6/1000 slower than going Ultras to Supers. to be honest, for me, there's a very high chance that I'm going to break a front wing off. So I'm going to set this up and go for supers to ultras, which means I'm going to be slow off the line, but if I should be able to get ahead of the cars and overcut them. That's the plan. That's what I'm going to go for. This race not going to work, so let's go and start the race. Five red lights, and we're away. Australian Grand Prix. Oh my god, everyone's around me. We survived. Oh, that's dive bomb. That wasn't even intentional. Oh my god. I did call that these front wing, didn't I? Let's go back here. Go on, Grayson, I don't really want to lose my front wing off here again. So I've lost one position at the start. Look at that McLaren, it's slow. Oh, just got the tyre in on Van Dorn then. But I'm ahead of Grosjean. Bit of a dirty overtake, but... Ah, he's gone wide. Screwed Grosjean up there. Alright, we're quicker than Van Dorn. We are quicker than Van Dorn, we can see that already. Let's catch him. Let's get that waffle muncher. Lewis Hamilton, first lap of the race on 128.5. What happens when you stay on pole? Oh, you've got Grosjean after him. Right, stick it up in overtake mode. Dive bombed by Grosjean, cut the corner, pulls across the nose of me and breaks the front wing. What a turd. Stick it up in overtake early this time. If you're going to dive bomb me, go on the outside. I'll take the inside, thank you very much. Get out the way. I don't have a lot of excess fuel, so there's going to be quite a bit of fuel conserving for these 15 laps.
Brilliant. Nice move.
I love how the car sat as an overtake. I need to get off that ERS mode because I'm just churning through that at the moment. I'm holding up Grosjean at the moment. I don't like this. Oh, he's put me out.
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
The racecraft from the AI are horrendous. I love how the fact that apparently I broke my car. Right. Can't believe Grosjean took me out. It's only been lap 2. Right, let's pull over. Charles Leclerc's overtaking Grosjean, love it. I just need to get my head down and concentrate. Just gotta concentrate.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
I need to get off that curb on the inside. Oh, I've put it right in that corner. Driver in front.
Van Dorn ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 3.4 seconds. You're losing around 1.6 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs.
1.6 seconds a lap slower.
We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:26.6.
1:26.6, well that's not surprising, my best was 1:28.4. I spent most of that bloody defending from Grosjean. This is where I spent the entire time in overtake. Got no DRS.
Gap to teammate ahead is 7.4 seconds.
So I'll come 7.4 ahead. But then he's on a faster set of tyres. He's scrapping with the big boys. Well, it's me that's holding up half the field. Yeah, I know, no talking practice is horrendous. That's the thing. It's one thing I find that it lacks in these games is actually commentary.
Our gap to the car in front is 4.2
I don't like that corner.
seconds.
Take off the pillar. I have to drop my ERS down. It's interesting.
They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Really? Don't look like it. You've right got my bloody chuff.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
I know. So on the right hand side, it's +1. I'm saving my fuel till my pit stop, so I can have the fastest set of tyres and excess fuel. I'm 1.8 ahead of Grosjean behind me. Obviously, Leclerc is holding everyone up. He's unleashed them all now, which isn't good for me. More updates.
Got that confirmed.
Crashing the backs of these tyres out. Oh, that's not too bad. Problem is, sitting so far behind, I know I'm going to lap 10 before I pit. But I've left, there's such a lovely gap between me and Van Dorn. for all the front running teams to slot into. Which means everyone that's behind me will not benefit. But that's the way it goes. Oh, so wide. Plus got 3 tenths in that corner. Well, it's quite interesting looking at the mini-map in the bottom left-hand corner. Everyone was bunched up behind me. But now when Leclerc is out the way... Oh, there it is. There's the first sets of pit stops for the top teams. Can I even jump Hamilton? There is Lewis. Oh, he didn't cut me up. I was so worried then. So I'm up in the 7th after the first round, or the first half of pit stops from the AI.
Okay, car behind is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car behind.
Thank you, Jeff. Not that I didn't already know that. Lewis is in a completely different race. I'm just going to let him overtake me. If he's actually going to pull out on me, I'm going to sit right up my arse. Look at him. Looks like a piranha, just smelling blood in the water. Go on, Lewis, knob off. Just don't brake check me. We know what you're like doing that. Oh, Lewis, what have you done? Yeah. Dirty air me up, baby. Wake off that Mercedes was horrible. Second half of the grid coming in for their pit stops.
Increase ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge.
I can't get past Kimmy.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the ultra softs.
Kimmy, you're such a turd. Oh, I'm in a I'm in a Ferrari sandwich. This isn't good. I am the meat in a Ferrari sandwich. This is not good. Let's bump that back up to medium. Now I've got a full tank. Oh, hello, what's going on around here? You want to see what's going on? Oh, my days. That's a corner cut. That's the corner cut if I've ever seen one before in my life. I'm so screwed this. Oh, Danny Rick's at the race. Dive bomb. Oh, yes, he's going back. Worst overtake in the world. But I got it. Right, let's use a bit of overtake except from... Ah, there's no point. Just don't cut me up, Vettel. Oh my god. What a turd. I knew that was going to happen. Shouldn't have bothered bumping up in an overtake, should have just left it. Just move out a touch.
Leading our teammate by 10.6 seconds.
Vettel, you're so slow. Oh my god. That's why I was so quick in sector 1. Well, that's third I've dropped into. I now have the... Thing is, I'm holding up Verstappen and Bottas. can see the proximity markers in white just above or just underneath the halo. Go on, Verstappen. Fuck's sake, go. Oh wait, no wait, you're in a Renault.
2.2 seconds.
The Renault is not quicker than me. Because I have Mercedes power, baby. He had DRS. That's what's worse. He had DRS and should have got me then. But Mercedes power all the way, baby. Oh, that's the best turn corner I've taken all weekend. DRS. Oh, Bottas. Bottas is just eating us for dinner.
We're coming in this lap.
Oh, come on. I'm just going to nudge him out wide. I'm just going to sit a little bit deeper than I should do. Cheers, Bottas. Gives me a bit of breathing space for me coming the end of this lap. Got 2 laps of extra fuel, which means I can run on high for the second half of this race. Right, so apparently I'm due to come out the pits in 13th, according to this.
Let's turn up the ERS deployment and burn some of this energy.
Oh, Bottas has got us this time.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
Bug off, Bottas. So one thing you'll learn with me, guys, if you stay with me for future streams of my sheer inconsideration of the AI, is that my racecraft is better than my
Go, go, go.
that is a really slow Grosjean coming down the pit straight.
Okay, stay clear of the white line
No,
on the exit.
no,
Receive
no,
a penalty
no.
for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
I've just taken Ericsson's front wing off. Right then. I have the quickest tyres on. We need to stick some blisters in. We need to get to 12. And I don't think that's manageable in this race. Which is quite a shame. My pit strategy might have let me down. We'll have to see, won't we?
Nice move. Good job.
There we go. First overtaken in a well, saying that I've had Bottas. That was really me just holding him up.
Gap to car in front is 6.6 seconds.
Driver in front.
Sainz is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 6.6 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 26.3.
126.3. Oh God.
If you continue to...
Didn't see that. Certainly out to try and get all the take all the track.
Laps of fuel remaining.
Wow, I could have been running at Richmond for a lot longer. 1:25.6, now that's a good lap. Car in front.
Confirmed.
That's not what I said, it was extreme. You heard what I said. Car in front.
Van Dorn is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 6.3 seconds. They're on
Still 6.3.
Their tyres are 5 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:27.4.
27.4, while I did 25.6. I took 2 seconds off him. Jeff, you talking shit? You can see, guys, I really am trying to strangle the crap out of this racing point. That's another corner cut. There's my 3-second penalty.
We've been awarded a time penalty. We'll go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Which means I need a 3-second lead ahead of Grosjean. I have just realised there's actually a bigger issue. It's not the fact that I need a 3-second lead over Grosjean. So I need a 3-second lead over Van Dorn and Sainz. Still got 1.86 laps of fuel. This Force India is so good on its fuel. This is unreal. I was in +2 fuel. Thank you to the people that are, or 2 other people that are still there, perusing. Does mean a lot. I'm not sat here doing this for no reason. Thing is, I've been waiting to play this game properly for a while after I deleted my offline save by accident. Like I say, I'm not good. You go back into the stream and realise I'm not that good.
We've only got 2
1 lap.
laps of fuel left. This is your final lap of the race. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
Really making sure I take all the edge off that.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.0 seconds.
It looks so much closer than that. Fuel save on this car is unreal. Lewis Hamilton there comes across the line for the win. And I'm still half a lap behind him in 13th. Stoffels in front. Don't know if he's got a problem or that Renault is just ridiculously slow. Thing is, it can't be that slow because it was pulling away from us at the beginning of the race. Can't quite see his gearbox, but I've given it a go, guys. 13th, over 3 seconds ahead of Grosjean, so I will stay there. But
okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
There's only so much I can do. Only so much I can do.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
It was a good car. Not surprised. And there's the champagne spray.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Lance Stroll. That was a quality drive from start to finish.
What?
You can be proud of that one.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes move to the top of the table. Well, what a
Lance Stroll
that has been. Please join us next time for another
best driver because he went from
Formula
20th to 16th. Are you high? My fastest lap 125.6. Top 4 was in the 24s. Max was on 25. Magnussen 25. I was quicker. I wasn't quicker. I was quicker than Hulkenberg. I was quicker than Ocon. I was quicker than Sainz. My fastest lap was a full second ahead of Van Dorn. That's nuts. Danny Rick for 124.8. Damn, Danny. Oh wait, race director. Incidents. Me hitting Van Dorn. Yeah. Danny Rick mechanical failure. Verstappen and Bottas. Me cutting the corner. Collision with Van Dorn and Sainz. Well, I cut another corner and track limits. Well, there we go, guys. Let's see what Claire has to say, because I suspect we're going to do something. It'd be really nice if Claire does an interview. Hooray! We don't have to see Claire. Thank Christ for that. 4-3 rivalry with Ocon. Not too bad. Could have been better, it could have been worse. Resource points. I didn't get the 50 for disciplinary record. 50-50, there wasn't a clean race. Session participation. Up to 418. Oh, this is going to be... Because I didn't meet my race objectives, they have gone down in my reputation. Lovely.
Well, let's hope for a better race next time out, eh?
We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
I have got no interest in doing the checkpoint challenge nor the overtake challenge in the Ferrari. You don't get any additional R&Ds. If you've got more R&Ds for doing them, I would do them, but I'm not going to put you guys through the pain nor pleasure of even watching that unless you want me to. But then you're not here for that. You're here to hear me. Unfortunately, you're here to listen to me rabbiting on. Unfortunately, I didn't have a clean race weekend because I couldn't keep the car on the track. I was hitting walls. I was using flashbacks. It wasn't ideal. Poor morale on durability. Great, especially since I did a durability upgrade. That's exactly what I needed. So yeah, with 418, so I've got a chassis upgrade, one aero, which is going to take 3 races. That's going to take 2. The durability will come into the next race for the general wear, and that needs over 1,000. So hopefully by the time we get round to Bahrain, which is the next Grand Prix, we can see how we can do. That was the selection for tyres. It's not ideal, but It can't be helped. But anyway guys, that's that one done for there. Gonna make our way off to the next Grand Prix. I might be streaming tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do this or I'm going to be streaming with the TheGlitterFairy. I haven't quite decided. But either way, thank you very much for those who have stopped by. Very much. Means a lot. Even if it's a small few of you, I'm here for a chat. You can watch me crash into many a wall. But otherwise, thank you very much. Take care. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.